Hey, why settle for just one takeout favorite when you can have two? That's right. Today on the Thrifty Traveler's Kitchen, I've got two great recipes that I'm going to put together for you in a new series that I'm putting together called Chinese Takeaway. And today the star is going to be beef. And the reason you're getting two dishes today is because the prep for the beef is the exact same whether you're going to make the star beef and broccoli or beef and tomatoes. So today I'm going to show you how to prep out that beef. We're going to get it all put together, and then we're going to quickly put together two recipes and get them ready for the freezer. I've got enough beef here for 4 portions, so I'm going to do 2 portions of the beef and broccoli, 2 portions of the beef and tomatoes, get them ready for the freezer so they're ready to go for the next time we hit the road. So in our beef, we want to be able to get some nice thin slices. So what I've done is I've picked up a inside round roast. That way I can use the grain of the beef and cut it on a bias so that we can get some nice slices. I'm going to show you how to split down a chunk of beef like that to get a thin piece. And then we're going to take it and, like I say, just cut it on the bias. You want them about 3 millimeters, maybe a 1/4 inch thick. There we are, get some nice slices. We'll get those into the bowl and then we'll start putting a marinade on those. So I've got 800 grams of beef. So that's going to be enough for 4 portions. So they're going to be about 200 grams each portion. So to take this here and get that size, what I want to do is I'm going to split this roast into 3 chunks, about 2 centimeters or about an inch, inch and a quarter thick, depending, of course, on the size of roast that you have. And then when they're wide like this, I'm going to take it and I'm going to slice that in half. In half one more time. Then we're going to take those slices and we've got the grain of the beef running this way. So we start with our bias cuts and we slice up that beef. So let me finish that up and I'll be back shortly here with putting together the marinade for the beef. Or actually what we're going to do is we're going to put the beef in here. I'm going to cover it with cold water and we're going to rinse that beef before we start working with the marinade. So I'll be back in just a moment. So I've got the beef all sliced up. I'm going to take with some cold water and we're going to soak that beef in the cold water. Get your hand in there. Start washing that beef. Move it all around. I'm just going to set that aside, let it soak for a few minutes while we put together a marinade. So let's put together our marinade sauce. And what I've done is I've doubled this. So the recipe that I'm going to put into the description is going to be enough for 2 portions. 1 portion of the beef and tomatoes, 1 portion beef and broccoli, or 2 portions of each dish, whichever one you want to put together. They're both the same. So what I've done is I want to be making a total of 4 portions. That's why I had so much beef. So I've doubled the recipe. So I've got a 1/4 cup of soy sauce that I'm going to start with. Grab a little spoon here. I have oyster sauce. I have 2 tablespoons. Add that into the. Then I have 2 teaspoons of ginger paste. You can use fresh ground ginger if you want, or you mince it up yourself. You want about 2.5 teaspoons if you're using fresh. This is the paste. I'm using 2 teaspoons of ginger paste. Then I've got sesame oil. I have 2 teaspoons of sesame oil. Then I'm going to add our garlic. I'm going to add 4 cloves of garlic. I've got my little garlic press here. You can mince it if you like, but to mince it, make sure you crush it first. So we'll get this minced garlic in here. Scrape that all off, get the stuff from the inside in there. These little garlic presses are really handy to have. And so now we're also going to add a couple of ingredients that the Chinese chefs use in the restaurants that help tenderize the beef. It's called velveting. So what we're going to add is 2 teaspoons of cornstarch and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. The recipe that'll be written again will be about half the quantity that I used to make this batch. Let me just get these containers out of the way here. And let's just whip up that sauce. Make sure everything's all incorporated, that cornstarch is broken apart, the baking soda's in there. And that's going to be our marinade for the beef. So I'll get a couple of things together. We'll strain out that beef and squeeze the water out of it, and we'll get that marinade on it and ready to go. Then we'll grab a couple of vacuum freezer bags and put together a portion of each, the beef and broccoli and the beef and tomatoes. So I've dumped most of the water off into the sink, and now we're going to just take our beef and we'll put it into a strainer. We're going to give it a really good squish. Got to use your hands, got to get in there. Get that water squeezed out of that beef. I'll just rinse this bowl out so we can use it again. Transfer that beef back inside there. Get this out of the way. Mix up our marinade. Pour that over the top. Okay, again, get in there with our hands so that we make sure all that beef gets coated with that marinade. And this is going to start the tenderizing process of the beef, so that even when you cook it in a rice cooker, it's going to come out tender and really nice and juicy. There we go. We got our beef all mixed up. We'll let that start marinade, and I'll be back in a moment, and we'll start putting things together into the freezer bags and get them ready to go. So I've taken that beef and I've separated it out into 4 equal portions here on one of these cute little trays that I just picked up at Costco today. Couldn't wait to start using them. I got my vacuum seal bag here, so let's get the portion ready for the beef and broccoli. So about 200 grams of that beef, or one of the portions that we made up here. Put that into the bag first. Now with the beef and broccoli, I do have one little add-on that we're going to put in there, and I've got 1 teaspoon of brown sugar. We're going to use the brown sugar to help balance out the flavor of the oyster sauce. Then we're going to add about 1.5 cups of broccoli florets. These ones are already frozen because we're going to be putting it in the freezer right away, so just help freeze it up right away. Push those down into the bag. And there we go. There's our first portion for beef and broccoli. So simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep that open for a moment, and I'm quickly just going to stand that up into the freezer so that we can start to freeze the sauce around that beef, so that when I use my vacuum sealer on there, I'm not going to suck the liquid out into my machine. Okay, so let me reset here, and I'll come back and we'll get the beef and tomatoes put together. Okay, so we got our beef and broccoli done. Let's get our beef and tomatoes ready to go. I've got another vacuum bag ready in my handy little holder here. So again, we'll take 1 portion of that beautiful beef, pop that into the freezer bag first, just like so. And then we're going to add 1 cup of tomatoes. These are ripe but firm tomatoes that I just cut into wedges. You can use diced tomatoes. You can use diced tomatoes out of the can. If you use that, just drain them first, get that liquid out of there. But I'm using fresh tomatoes because these are beautiful ripe tomatoes right now. So we'll put in 1 cup of tomatoes. Then I'm going to take a half an onion and I'm just going to give it a quick slice here, and I'm going to go top to bottom, just nice slices. About a 1/4 inch thick, 3 millimeters thick. Throw that in there to break it up. And then our add-on for the beef and tomatoes to help brighten that tomato flavor has got 1 tablespoon of ketchup. I'm going to use my finger to scoop it out here. Just like so. And then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of rice vinegar. Just like that. And there we go. We got our second dish ready to go. There's our beef and tomatoes. So simple. Again, I'm going to do the same trick. I'm going to stand that up into the freezer for about an hour or so before I put it through my vacuum sealer. Then we'll write on the outside of the bag what it is. Once I got those done in the freezer and whatnot, we'll come back and we'll start putting everything into a rice cooker, and we'll show you how it cooks up. So just like that with the video editing, I'm back. I've got those portions that we put together in the freezer. I've got 2 packages of the beef and broccoli, 2 packages of the tomatoes and broccoli. So we get those back into the freezer, and then I'll bring out I made an extra portion of each so that we could throw one into each one of our little rice cookers here and get it cooked up so we can see how it turns out. And these ones I just use some Ziploc bags. You can use these. You don't have to use the vacuum sealer like I do. Just take one of these, put your portions in, and then if you want to get most of that air out, you can set that down in some water, and it'll pressure that most of the air out, and then you can seal it up. So this is our beef and broccoli and our beef and tomatoes. So we'll start out like all other recipes. We'll start with the rice into the rice cookers. I've got 1 of the rice cooker cups of rice for each. And because that sauce has got so much stuff in it and whatnot, we're just going to use 3/4 of a rice cooker cup of water in each. There we go. Now this little rice cooker over here, this is the one that my hubby takes with him when he goes out on the road. Nice little square shape that fits into his pack a little bit easier. It says it's about a 5-cup rice cooker, so that still it holds these portions perfectly. That cooks great for one. And then of course my little 6-cup rice cooker here. So let's cook the beef and tomatoes. We'll throw that into my cooker. All that sauce, all those tomatoes, all that beef. Now don't mix it around. Don't mix it into the rice. Keep the rice on the bottom. Keep the water on the bottom. And then we'll go with the beef and broccoli. We'll put that into this little rice cooker. There we go. Now if you want to level it out in there, that's fine. Maybe move that beef apart a little bit. If it's still a big frozen block, that's all right. Just let it cook the way it is. It'll work fine, I promise you. So we've got that. Let's grab our lids. There we go. Get our power going here. Alrighty. And we want the rice setting. Do we have power going here? What's going on here? Oh, I forgot. Gotta turn that one on too. There we go. All right, now we want the rice setting. And on mine, there we go. So we'll let those cook up, take about 20 minutes, and we'll come back, dish them out onto a plate, and we'll take a taste, see how she is. Okay, so there we go. The rice cookers have just finished their cycle. They both moved on to the keep warm. So that means they're done the cooking. So let's take the lids off and take a peek and see what we have here. Ooh, look at that steam. Ooh, this is the beef and tomatoes. We'll get our little rice cooker spoon here and give it a quick flip around here. Look at that. See? Told you that beef would cook perfectly. Ooh, hot. Let's plate some of that up on there. Get that rice and tomato. Grab that beautiful beef. There we go. There's the first one. Look at that. Look at that. Now let's see how the beef and broccoli turned out. There we go. Look at that. Got that beef nicely cooked. Underneath there's that fluffy rice. Let's plate some of that up. There we go. Look at that. So there's our two dishes. Now let's give them a taste, eh? Start with our beef and tomatoes. Mmm. It's got that tomato tang. Nice little chunk of onion in there. Mmm. That's a good one. Now let's move over and try our beef and broccoli. This cooker's a little bit different than mine. The beef is just cooked. Nicely, look at that. Mmm. Oh, so tender. Nice little bit of broccoli. Mmm. Fantastic. There we go, guys. A 2-for-1. Prep the beef the same way for both dishes. Put in a couple of little add-ons in there. You end up with two different wonderful dishes to serve up in your hotel room. Beef and broccoli, beef and tomatoes. Give them a try. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, and come on back for the rest of the series because I've got 3 more dishes in the Chinese takeout series that I want to share with you, and I want to get your opinion as to what you think and how you try it out. No matter how you travel, whether you're driving a truck, whether you're going out in a crew, or you're just out visiting your clients, take a little bit of home cooking with you. Pop it in a rice cooker, finish it off in your hotel room, have yourself a great meal without the delivery charges or going out and paying extra at a takeout restaurant. You save some money. You know what you're having for dinner. It's going to be great. Give it a try. So safe travels, guys. Keep watching. I got some more videos coming down the way for you.